I gotta lose my mind. Yeah, a lot of mercy. And no man can take away my joy. K.O. need you, K.O. need you. Yeah, as an African, I got a problem. Find a question, I'll solve them. My God save me from Osama Mandem. Enjoyment, now my national anthem. Money a jolly, the world don't come confused. Happiness season. Money a jolly, the world today break your share. Happiness season. Yeah, I do some things my way. My vibe they flow some way. Killing my vibe no way. Yeah, money. Yeah, you see me zombie telling me these stories. Started working for 30 days. The pressure rises.
Of Vanilla. Kelewele. Vanilla. This boy, someone should tell Vanilla, I played Kelewele today, and so I've played it twice. So he should bring me 2 packs of Kelewele from Bays Lounge. Their Kelewele is second to none. Yeah. Well, just in case they add it. No, I don't chew meat. I don't chew red meat. I only eat white meat. It's either fish or chicken. That's it.
It's your own decision, or
yeah. Listeners, let's start talking. Over the weekend, we saw Ghanaian musicians in the UK. Ghanaian musicians Samini, VIP, medical. Who else did we see? Okay, I think these are the few we saw on social media. We didn't know, thinking that, oh yeah, the Ghana party in the park. Ghana party in the park was about happening. Ghana party in the park. Charlie, we didn't know. All we saw was postponed on social media. I'm like, what? The world's most exciting festival? Ghana party in the park? Happening on Saturday, July 15, had been cancelled due to high risk of weather conditions. Well, forecasted by the Met Office in the UK. In a new statement shared on the Instagram page of the Ghana Party in the Park, said it is with deepest regrets and sadness due to the Met Office's severe yellow warning and the significant safety risks of the forecasted high winds. The event has been postponed till further notice. It said, we can assure you that we have explored every option before making this extreme decision and will be contacting ticket holders directly with further updates. The GPTIP team pardoned stakeholders and attendees for the unfortunate outcome. Hence, the agreed decision was for the safeness of all. Listeners, let's speak with Dennis Teria, who is the CEO of the Ghana Party in the Park. Dennis, good morning, and thank you for joining us. How are you?
Good morning, Andy. How are you?
You know I'm not very fine. You know it, so it's okay. You know, you and I know I'm not very fine. In fact, I sent the letter to the Met Office to cancel the show.
Okay.
Anyway, so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. For our dear listeners who may not know what the yellow warning is, what are we talking about here?
The yellow warning is a trigger alert whereby it says that there could be severe wind or maybe rain or thunderstorms, or it's just like you have sorry to use the word, terrorism is about to strike somewhere and they've got information. And so the yellow amber warning in the UK, I'm sure for most places, means, look, there are severe winds ahead. Please be careful.
But why did it come so late? Didn't they see it earlier?
I'll be honest with you. As you know, weather reading these days is very, very, very accurate. The earliest they saw it, that's when we decided to discuss and go into a consultation. Look, they might say to rain. You got to remember, this is an act of God. This is just nature.
Right.
They may say it will rain. They say maybe sunshine. You just have to prepare for it. You just got to be fully prepared. In all our planning and everything else, we do plan for situations like this. If it's a threat that's coming our way, we got to be able to prepare for it. If it's even a storm of bees coming our way, because we're in the open park, we got to be able to prepare for it. So why did they say it late? It's not. I don't think you could tell Mother Nature what to do and when to do it.
Okay, so in a case where people have purchased tickets, what happens to them?
First of all, there are measures in place for a situation like this, and we're going through all the measures. One of the things we know first is customer is always right.
Right.
So therefore, in this case, whilst we're going through all the measures that we put in place, if a customer has bought a ticket, they get their full refund if they're not available for the next date we may put ahead. So that is something that we do. Customer is always right, and the customer will get their full refund.
So it means it may come on, right?
Sorry, Andy, repeat that again.
No, I'm saying it means it will be rescheduled, but it won't be cancelled outright.
No, it's not cancelled. It's been postponed. That's the word, the statement we put out there. It's been postponed for now. Now, it's been postponed, meaning it could come back the following day, it could come back the following week, or, again, subject to what our terms and conditions are, it may come back on the next available date. The Ghana Party in the Park 2023 has not been cancelled. It's been postponed whilst we look at all the options available to us.
Okay, now, so it means we don't have a scheduled date yet, although it's not been announced, but you don't have any scheduled date yet.
No, and as I speak to you right now, we are just about to go into a safety advisory group meeting to discuss all of that. A decision is not being only taken by Ghana Park in the Park team. A decision has to be involved the local hospital around London Enfield area. Has to also be involved London Fire Service, the Metropolitan Police, all the environmental services, local residents. And this meeting is already been set in a situation like this. So yes, we are going into the meeting UK time 3 p.m. to be able to discuss all the options available. So we know provisional dates already, but I can't come out and say it until this meeting is taking place.
But is the Met Office giving an ultimatum? Is there any dates that they're receiving signals for that, okay, from let's say 21st or next month or next 2 months, it will be okay?
And Andy, again, I'm repeating, all of these options are already, when you plan for large events like this is already being planned. Similar example I could give you, which is not the same, is like the Queen passing away in London. All measures when the Queen passes away are already in place. All measures for us cancelling based on weather or whatever it may be are in place. It's just a matter of meeting and being able to go through all the options available. So before the event started, if this situation is happening, this scenario is happening, it's already been played out. So we're just going through the process of saying, okay, this is our next available date. This is what we could do. As I speak to you, some of the things we're going to look at is there going to be public transport available? You've got to remember, 80% of our clientele use the public transport to get there. Is there going to be a chief strike? Is there going to be a real strike? All of these things, all of this data information is being gathered as I speak to you, ready for our meeting with all the local agencies I've just mentioned to you. All of this forms part of the decision that is going to be taken.
Okay, Dennis. I won't let you spend too much of your time. I hear you have another engagement, and so I have to let you go. But I'm so sorry about this. Just as you mentioned, is the out of God, and so yes, we have to accept it in all sincerity, and we just hope that the floodgates will soon be open, so we'll have the beautiful party in the park again.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for your time.
Right. So, listeners, that'll be it for now with Dennis Terrier. He is the CEO of the Ghana Party in the Park. The team are meeting today to discuss, and we'll come up with dates soon as to when it will happen again. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Pedro Madina Cruz on Facebook says, watching the best show live and clear inside Indianapolis. Kumasi Tanoso, Kesman Junction. Voila. Where Morgan the pork seller, and keep up the good work. More fire. Mark Beck says, Andy, I've also listened to the Kelewele track twice. Don't you think I deserve some? Mark, don't worry, Charlie, you deserve some Kelewele. We will get you some Kelewele, bro.
You play twice, you listen.
Yeah.
You too, listen twice.
Yeah, he's listened to it twice, so I like that, man. you need some get out of here. Okay, I'll ask Vanilla to send you. Let me know your location, Mark Bex. Right.
I'm sure he will be at Kumasi.
Kumasi wa. Once I watch your mouth. Kaswa self, you know they go come every day. You know mine now.
30 minutes.
How they play there?
Yes. Make no mind now. You know flights, you know they take flight.
Vanilla for flight.
You know, over the weekend I had a funeral in Kumasi. Charlie, this is funny. So I had a funeral in Kumasi, and it looks like there were lots of activities going on. And you see, when there are too many activities, there's a hike in prices. Mm-hmm. You know, so Charlie, in a little bit 1,000, I think it was 1,002 or 1,001. So in and out. So I called the person I was going for their funeral. I called him and I told him that, Charlie. No. I'm coming on, but Charlie, be like the flight. You don't have to say, bro. I tell old lady this morning say the flight be too much. He say cancel them. I'm like, why? Charlie, and Brandy Pacha, hold on, mommy saw no casa. Then the old lady took the phone. Hello, ma. Meba. Unia catch me say you ban the flight in the boy ni unim fire scabra. You the boss. Like, what's I come here me but no uni jai.
Oh.
Chala for a while though.
So he didn't go.
I send the money. Now, Mr. Coleman, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your new office.
Thank you.
Is there no space available? Yeah, it's a whole complex.
Yes, a whole complex.
Oh, so there are spaces.
Yes.
Thank you. At least I can get one for a smaller space to.
There's a desk for you anytime.
To teach my students.
Yes.
For DJing. For my DJ school.
We can set it up.
Where is it located?
Lagos Avenue.
Charlie, level. Where is Lagos Avenue?
Off the boundary road. So actually you go up the hill, you make a left. Yeah, straight.
Straight.
Yep.
Going towards
Mensvig.
Yeah, Mensvig.
The banks there.
Errata.
Yeah,
straight. Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie. I need a forward here. Let me to meet you. Charlie, you have an office at Lagos Avenue. Charlie. I don't fear. Okay, so yeah, let's move straight to action before we even discuss the dilemma of a ghost because we need to talk about this. It's very, very important. This guy, Wababakui.
No.
Yeah.
Might be true.
I'm going to reserve this for tomorrow when he comes. We'll discuss it.
Even reserve it for 2 weeks time.
Reserve for the rest of the week.
Hey!
This whole week.
Okay, so yeah, let's begin. Let's begin with Party in the Park. Yeah. So Martinez, yeah, you heard Dennis?
Yes, I heard him well spoken. He's explained. I mean, when I saw the news, I also got shocked. That, why? Until I read through and I realized it was beyond control. And like I said, it's very, very important. As we have fun, we also need to protect life. And so, based on consultations, it's prudent they postpone it. But like you said, it has not been cancelled. So that's the good news. I mean, people can still keep their tickets and go have fun. Looking at the artists lined up for this particular edition, likes of Samini, that's huge. Very huge. R2Bs, Ateka1. It's something that you can see people will be expecting nothing but, as usual, beautiful experience. And I'll commend Dennis and his team for, over the years, promoting Ghanaian culture, putting our flag very high, very big events that gives opportunity for people to meet each other, have fun, and get to know more about Ghana, doing well for us. So apart from the COVID, I mean the COVID era where there was no other option than to postpone in order to protect life, I think this is the second one I've heard. And so nothing is sports. There's no need for worry or no need to call alarm. I mean, everything is still in place. You know, those places is very strict, especially coming out with productions, events, and all of that, all because of also protecting life. And so if that warning has been issued, at least to keep everything calm for the betterness of the people, that's the right way. And like I said, he is not worried. Listening to him is not that worried. He understands the game very well. Sometimes it happens like that. We need to protect life. That's a basic thing. So, Andy, nothing is lost.
Fifi,
And you know how when you see a headline and you don't read the story, you like when I just saw the headline and I freaked out and I was like, so I was like, wait, just read the article. So finding out say it has nothing to do with that and because of what is going to happen. And he said something that was very profound for me. Weather detection has become so like key nowadays and accurate that we are able to actually know what is going to happen when and prevent some things from happening. In the past, I think the best start the best start is start here and affairs size and plan maybe you can idea no and chibian so yes at yet no be up speakers and all of those things. But now for the early detection it's good. It's good. It's just not good for people who actually plan their whole summer waiting for this party. Like, I'm waiting to go to Ghana Polo party in the park. And then, and another thing to struck me, is there insurance for these things? Like, I'm thinking as like an event organizer, as like whatever it is, like, is there a policy that, you can take that in the event of an act of nature like this one, or more, like, let's say if the event doesn't even come off, again, because of the availability of the park, number one, and then two, how far back are you going to push it, before you do it, and then you're losing people's interest because you have to travel. Like, plans, all of this is change. Is there something like an insurance policy for event organizers in this field that in the event of something like this, you get to help us give back, ticket purchase, people have purchased all these things that give them back their monies, and also, because now they have also invested into planning a lot of things. I know they flew all these people in already, and if it doesn't, well, that means they've also lost, all of those things. So, you should look into those things. But hey, better late than never. So let's see.
Okay. But these weathers, they can be tricky.
Especially when there's an outdoor event.
Yeah, and it's summer. Summer, can you imagine summer? Serious winds, rains in the summer.
Summer rain.
They be. They be.
But you were supposed to be part.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were supposed to be there.
Uh-huh.
Are you still on?
Oh.
It's only better than yeah. It's better. Yeah.
Main call London.
It's better.
Even if I had left, I would be back maybe the next day or 2 days after. I remember when I mentioned it, that Charlie, wait, or 2 days later, and I'm back to Ghana. Was it British? You should be on again. How quite broche said, "You cook my say, now what should I How about you, brapa? Oh, quite about 3 days time. Yeah. So what was the big deal? Yeah, I know someone who goes and come back the next day or said the same day you did. I say what? Mr. Clark, good morning. How are we?
Morning, Chief. We're good.
Why were you giving me fans all of a sudden? I'm like, my bro, what's up?
I was giving Sky Entertainment fans. If you happen to be connected to Sky, and for that matter, responsible for that hit track.
Oh, okay.
Then why not?
Yeah.
Feel free to receive your
accolade.
And I mean.
Yeah. Me now you mean.
So now
Me now you mean.
Now you get him now.
Because I just saw him, his hands up, like, what's happening? And he didn't say anything.
You saw his hands in the sky.
Yeah, in the sky.
Sharp. During the entertainment.
Okay, welcome. How are we?
Thanks, good. We're good.
How's the weekend?
Charlie, how you know? We did top.
Okay. Did you hear Dennis?
Oh, yeah, Dennis, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first of all, a sad one. When I heard it, the first thing I thought of was, Charlie, money gone. Because, when you're organizing an event, it's not just what you see on that day. Pre-event activities, and these guys have been working at least 6 months to a day, which simply means that a lot of money in terms of people engaged, various sessions that you've organized, like the launch, visa processing, everything that you've basically done, and promotion. If you ever purchased any airtime to promote a particular date, it's gone. It's gone with the wind. And so that's just what you've spent. How about the vendors who were setting up and everything? How about those who have bought meat or food just to be able to feed 10,000s of people? at the venue and all of that. So I'm just thinking of all the elements, and I'm like, this is crazy. This is heavy, and it's a big loss, you know. And I immediately, you know, I felt sad for the team, you know. So, but then again, I mean, when you look at the elements clearly mentioned, yellow warning from the Met Office, the specifics are clearly mentioned. The fact that you could have trees coming down, you could have any temporary structure could, you know, be moved by the wind, and then the speed of the wind is estimated at 40 miles per hour. So that's like, you know, no joke. And they even have that fact that there could be power outage, you know, during that particular moment. And the thing was supposed to run from morning all the way till midnight of the following day. So obviously there was no way they could hold that particular event. And there were quite a number of events that have also been cancelled, you know. So it was a serious thing. The warning came, they had to heed to it. And I'm just concerned right now about how it's going to really, what the next step is going to be, because imagine the artists that are there. If they are there now, booked for what? If the hotel has been sorted for only 5 days, and you want to even do it this coming week, what's going to be the plan? Are you going to like extend the cost of hotel facility, like hotel accommodation, hotel feeding, everything? You know, you have to take care of all of these folks before the day itself. What are you going to do? Are you going to do it at another time? If another time, then we are talking about processing visa and everything, and hotel and back again, promotion, everything about it, you know. So it's really crazy, and nobody would want to be in the States. I mean, this is huge.
Even mentioning the artists and their engagements, come to think of it, if an artist is already booked for an event probably the following week,
yeah,
then it means
so availability is also going to be an issue. Yeah, the availability could be an issue. And
how do you fly out and go back?
Everything is it's a big mess. So if they're able to pull it all together, Charlie, you know, that would be something to behold. And I just want to say, Charlie, my heart goes out to them. I wish them all the best. It isn't a good time at all. Yeah, Charlie.
Eddie.
Rough.
Also, indefinitely is indefinitely, right? Like when it's indefinite, you don't have a timeline.
Yeah, they have to figure it out. When people were coming from Germany, people were coming from different parts of Europe, just to be able to participate in this program.
I mean, this is a program you don't plan within like 2 or 3 months.
Exactly.
So
it's once a year.
Yes,
once a year. So
the time that has gone
Charlie?
into the planning, and then only to find out that you have to postpone.
Okay, let's see. Phil, my very good friend Phil from the Barbadian High Commission, he says, well, summary, Pluvius cover, named after the Roman god of rain, provides compensation if weather disrupts an event and leads to a loss of revenue, typically for organizations that are responsible for large outdoor events.
Okay. Okay, so nice to know.
Cool.
Okay. Yo, but it's a huge loss anyway. We just hope that it's revived soon.
Yeah.
Soon. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, listeners. In case you just you're listening, shout out to DJ Black. Shout out to DJ. Yeah, he's coming after Showbiz Review.
But everybody knows that.
They may not know he's coming today. So, Baba, you'd be wrong to give shout out. Okay, shout out to Flying Nima Boy. Shout out to Arnold. Shout out Nana Kwame Labi. Shout out. And I like Nana Kwame Labi because small thing, Nana Kwame says, hey, Nana. Shout out. Nana, give me hey.
This one, you have to explain.
My friend, come on for that. I say, hey, why, what?
Baby, we share one. We share brand.
And then who you can?
Joe Code says, which one is? Oh, it's interesting. Okay. Which one is? Joe Code said this year Ghana Party in the Park. Aya Banku. Oh. He said we are in July and it's still raining for August there. I don't want to comment his worst. We need to expect Ghana party in the park next year with God's permission. Oh. Well, let's just hope that it works. Let's just hope that it gets better. Nipser C. Bade says, good morning, Andy. I've been receiving calls and I'm told you are playing my song on radio. It sounded funny because I don't have any songs. Not knowing the owner of the song has the same name as me. I'm also Crispin. Okay. Crispin. Okay, so you are Crispin. It's Crispin. Crispin. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Hey. Okay. Right. Now, let's move to the next story, please. Okay. A big shout out to Lunch Avenue. Lunch Avenue. Lunch Avenue. Lunch Avenue. Shout out to Franco Trading Enterprise. Thanks to Betway. Betway. Thanks to Vodafone. Further together. When we return, Amponsah is speaking. He says they barely break even at their comedy shows. Really? These comedy shows that have almost everywhere packed. Wow. This is very interesting. Listeners, some issue day. Issue. Serious issue. And we are going to look at it today. Listeners, some filler day. Filler. Kesiye pan. No know whether I for talk am now or I for be quiet and say it later. Can you imagine? 2 of the most trending individuals in Ghana. Listeners, stay tuned in. Maybe you didn't know, maybe you place a surprise call and all you can hear is, Mike, tell the
Check out Africa's longest pizza, the Big Boss Pizza. Come pick it up from your favorite Pizza Hut near you. With 3 pizzas in one stretch, you're about to give your taste buds a true delight with our delicious Big Boss Pizza for just 169 cedis. Also remember, delivery is free. The Big Boss Pizza, the real boss in town. T&C Supply, Pizza Hut. Now that's delivering.
Are you ready to win your share of the 10 million Ghana cedis in prizes? Take part in Betway's Scratch and Win from 19th June to 30th July, where every bet you place on casino games will go toward earning you a scratch card, where you stand to win a range of exciting prizes and offers. Each card has a chance to reveal a range of exciting prizes and offers. Sign up today at betway.com.gh, regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Terms and conditions apply. Betway, bet your way.
Don't get the answer. Get for the people who want make it transfer money around the world to Africa. Access bank don't upgrade the matter for all of us. Whether na Ghana CD, Abina Naira, Gambian dollars, Zambian kwacha, the money go enter. You go get them for your own currency. Access Africa, very fast and efficient. Access Africa, Africa is next door. Access Africa, very fast and efficient. Access Africa, Africa is next door.
Or walk into any Access Bank branch to send or receive an instant money transfer today. Africa is next door.
Access Bank, more than banking.
Franco
Trading Enterprise. Still, phone Papa Fie, Samsung nie, Nokia nie, iPhone nie, say your printers, mobile phone, accessories. Franco Trading Enterprise. Afa or no TV. I this satellite, any ultra panels. Abomuma.
Facebook. Sauko Franco Trading Enterprise page. Nasa likes number 100,000. Ayomwa. Anyone munija. Samsung www.francotrading.com. Android app. Aye Franco Trading. Instagram. Aye at Franco Trading. Nani pabadi for dosunti. Franco. Edi Momo pay code number 189480.
Your branches on the Bebre Wagana baby. Nemum head office on the Twaya Dabraka opposite Roxy Cinema.
Tema Franco will Community 1. One waterworks near the enemy. Cycle. Aye opposite Odor Rise. Madina. Aye 100 meters away from the police station. Kaswa Franco ye opposite Kaswa Polyclinic.
And our prayer number is 0246 422 338 and 0546 133 188. Franco Trading Enterprise.
Still phone Papa Fie.
And you're not going.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's demo promo. See, anytime you recharge a demo, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you don't use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you don't use my Vodafone app or any payment app. However you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back into your Vodafone cash account. We'll reload it, but then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's demo promotion and receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone demo promotion.
Vodafone, further together.
Yambon continent kwayechi if it's 1974. I want you in Sempagu a power so my yedi be 2 year hofo. Yedi be fagin and yedi be so chai and nayasi. Over 20 albums, countless tours around the world and state performance. World, I present to you the Patomat High Life Night. On the 4th of August 2023, the Accra International Conference Center will come alive with the High Life legend Patomat. Come and experience style and dexterity for over 49 years in music. Smash hits like Okon for Body, Moja, Mewase, Jaisu, Miwakuma, and many more. Other artists supporting Patamas on the night will be Kojo Enchi, Ohinebakisi, Amantiba, Ambule, Kwabna Kwabna, Akwabwa, KK Fosu, Ochami Kwame, Kwame Yuji, and other surprise acts. Tickets are going out for Standard 300, VIP 500, and VIP double 800. Ticket outlet Frankie Sosu, Nalem Clothing, Akramo, Total Energy, Patronas Pinktes, Alisa Hotel, Ray, Grand Casamora, East Legon. Get your tickets online at vtickets.com. Star 713 star 101 hash. Event code 12. For inquiry and sponsorship, please call 0592-919-122 or 0593-433-422.
Daybreak Hitz. Quality free. Great talk. Great laughter.
No.
Simply entertaining.
You get that no? A clear.
Back here on it's 103.9 FM. The atmosphere is charged for rivalry and fun. It's the 12th edition. It's the Hits FM Tertiary Show coming up. Ghana Telecom University. You gotta be there. Let's all meet on the 21st of July. It's happening. Are you coming? Raskuku in the players. In the players, Raskuku.
Watch our thing back. Tell you that long time.
What's that? Why? The way you're looking at me, why? You know they like Raskuku.
Oh, who know they like Raskuku?
Is there anybody? Yes. Who doesn't like Raskuku? Raskuku be one musician. If you don't like him, then like maybe I have before or something.
Say Joe Metal to go come.
But Joe Metal, he doesn't hate Raskuku.
I'm not saying he hates.
I'm only in fact, they are in the studio working. Are you aware? But Coco, as Joe Metal say, yes, but yes, say me. Call Longevity if you want to eat proper show this afternoon. 0558-502-206. 0558-502-206. Have your lunch delivered to you at your doorstep. Don't wait. Order now by calling our order line on 0558-502-206. Okay. Obi Amponsah is saying that they barely break even at their comedy shows. In spite of the high turnouts recorded at comedy shows in recent times, Ghanaian comedian Obi Amponsah has revealed they hardly make gains at such events. He made a statement while contributing to a discussion on challenges faced by creatives in fulfillment of their tax obligations on Joy FM Showbiz A to Z on Saturday, July 1, 2023. He said the cost of production, logistics, and taxes make it impossible to earn meaning profits from their events. You incur a lot of debts, and when you are done, you have to go and pay GRA from your debts. I think it is tough. That is when we start asking what the government has done for us. He told the host Kwame Datsi, I'm telling you the truth, that for all the shows we have done, we barely break even. But we believe that stand-up comedy is a growing industry. What we do is that we motivate ourselves that it will be better then we continue, and gradually it is getting better, he added. He appealed to the appropriate authorities to be lenient on showbiz events when it comes to tax payment. Well, let's speak with Obi Amponsah. Minya Obi!
Minya and the Dusty and the ultimate come because of free Kaswa and Chencha baby. And you want to say?
How is fear God?
How is what?
Fear God, fear God.
Fear God.
Yeah,
fear God is good.
Okay. Right. Okay, bro. So yeah, is it true that you barely break even? Or sometimes?
At our comedy shows?
Yes.
Yeah. I've done 4 comedy specials. I haven't realized any much profit. Not like profit. Like if I deduct like the maybe monies from sponsors, not like headline sponsors, like people who know you and like appreciate your craft, like maybe you and you say, well, we'll take this 5,000, take this 2,000 for your show. Huh?
Don't worry, next time I'll give you 5,000. It's fine.
Yeah. Those are the ones that we use to offset some of the debts. But sincerely, we hardly break even at the gate.
At the gate?
Yeah.
You're charging at okay. How much did you charge at the last show? The just recent show.
For our first July show, Journey to the South, we charged. So earlier, you remember we said we were doing early bird tickets, 100 cedis.
Right.
To encourage sales, encourage purchase. We did that, and it wasn't really moving. So our early bird tickets actually ended on the Friday. Like the next day was the show, because the tickets hadn't really moved like we expected them to move. So that was for the early bird ticket. So in the end, the gate was 150. Yeah.
150 cedis.
Yeah, 150 cedis.
Okay, that's fine. So 150 cedis, yet you couldn't break even. If that's the case, why didn't you increase it? That's one. Number 2, could it not also be your promotion? Could it not be your mode of promotion? Probably it wasn't working out. Why don't you come up with another strategy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not putting the blame on anybody for tickets not being sold. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. For the previous shows that I've done at the National Theatre, promotion was good. Like, people really showed up. Even for that, I didn't realize I could barely break even. So the problem is not necessarily about the promotion. The problem is about sponsorship. Like, what you put in, you do not get it back. Like, if you put in your own money, for example, if like I put in my own money for my shows that I had done, and then I had saved, and then I put it in, I wouldn't get it back.
Okay, in this case, is it only about Obi Amponsah or other comedians?
Yeah, if they would be honest, if other comedians would be honest, Because see, Andy, ideally, when you do a show, like you should have like what you realize from the show. Like maybe if you do a show at the National Theatre, at least you should get something to pay for your next rent, or get you some car, or get your parents something. No, you don't have that luxury. Like when you are done and you pay, the DJ, you pay the comedians who came to perform. Even you're not even able to pay them the amount they deserve. You pay them for like showing up to support you. And so even for some of the comedian shows, you don't get paid. For a lot of the comedian shows I've been on, I don't get paid. And so when you look at it that way, like the comedians on that show getting paid for maybe Romanu's show, it is not like that. So basically, after the show, you have to settle the even National Theatre people, the the logistics. When you are done, for comedy now, unless you have a big investor, a big sponsor supporting you, you wouldn't get much.
Looking at this, what's the solution?
The solution is to do shows that have a bigger backing. Back in the day when like we had shows like Kiso Concert Party, comedians could come up with shows, and then like the shows would gain the necessary prominence because there's a big backing for them. There's Kiso handling them and touring the nation with them. So basically, their monies do not go into it that much. I mean, I may be speaking out of ignorance, but if we have that kind of like somebody holding you for your show, it takes away a lot of the debts you will incur if you were doing it alone.
Well, Obi, and then you also mentioned taxes. So if you are taxed, it's not wrong. I mean, once you're charging 150 per head, you know how much you're accounting for, right?
Yeah.
But your interview on Joy FM made it seem the taxes are way too much, and so what? Do you want them scrapped or what?
Oh, I when I met the people at the representative from the GRA at Joy, I told her exactly what is on the ground. Like the shows, the tickets that they would see. In fact, for the first July show that we did, if you are being honest, we dashed a lot of the tickets. Like you would see that we are giving out complimentary, but a lot of the 150 cedis tickets that people came inside with were tickets that were free. So when we let them know this, that this is what is happening, like we are not selling tickets. Okay, we are not selling tickets, but we are passionate about this work we are doing. So we are trying as much as possible to fill the place and build a better reputation, or let's say, is it repertoire? Andy, is it the right?
Yes, repertoire.
A better repertoire, so that when I'm going to seek for sponsorship for later, for subsequent programs I'll do, they will know that, yes, I have the numbers, you understand? And so basically, but the thing is, GRA is doing their job, they see the numbers, but even when they realize their losses, they still want to tax it. I feel like it's unfair.
But wait, so they are charging you based on the attendance. The ones they see a huge crowd, they know cash come.
Yes, now they actually do. The woman actually at Joy told me that they do head count now because event organizers are not sincere to them and blah, blah, blah. So they will come, enter, and then count the number of heads in your auditorium. Meanwhile, this number of heads, if there are 500, only about 50 have paid for tickets. You understand? And so they are charging you for 450 people who entered for free. When you pay 4,000 cedis for the one we just finished. Oh, sorry, I think 4,000 or 5,000. I would have to ask my PA. But we paid that for money that we didn't even get. For money that we didn't even get. And it's sad and stifling because for me, after that, I made a firm resolve. Like, I plan on having a show in December. But I made a firm resolve that, no, Charlie, if I continue like this, I may look like a comedian who is working very hard, but in the end, the stories like 40 years later, 30 years later will be like, oh, that guy didn't use his money for...
One more, bra.
Yeah, it was one more, bra. Meanwhile, I was working, but certain conditions were stifling my growth. And so I said, I've actually planned that in December, if I don't get like a good backing, it will be difficult for me to organize a show.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I'm so grateful, Obi, for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
I'm so grateful. Fifi, let me start with you. You heard what Obi was saying.
Yes.
You organize shows as well. Do you face that kind of trouble?
I do.
Really?
Yes. I mean, from everything that he's listed, from starting from the latter thing.
Wait, have you just spoken to a woman?
No, why?
All of a sudden, you've changed.
I have changed.
Even with the way you are, why you be woman?
No.
Thank you. Because all of a sudden, Fifi is slurring and acting all gentle. Has someone sent a message that she's listening?
Randy, share Yankachi.
Continue.
No, because what he's saying hits home. Like I can really identify what everything that he's talking about. From the taxes right down to the complimentary tickets that are being taxed to seeing numbers at the theater and just thinking they correlate to income or to money that's been put into the production. It also, for me, I always say that there's a set number of years in production that I don't think the focus is to make money or to to make profit overboard. That is not the target. The time is coming where I think the brand, the product has been built to a point where at that period, when I charge 500 as a ticket for you to come to the show, you will come and see the show and I'll make that money off of it. So for me, I think it is target for me in the 5 year. Like, what is my immediate plan? The 5 year plan. After the 5 year, what next am I looking at? Now I don't know where his targets are. Maybe it's make money out of the shows. But he's building it. Obi is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This is where you catch your losses. Okay, don't worry. Obi. Do baby if they like me blow cry me 1,000 cedis. Obi because you know the quality that he's bringing on board. And at that time, he's not even the one to go to these people to say, I need a bigger backing. You need a key soap because a party kind of system, whatever. At that time, they will come to you to want to be part of your product. It is important, like for the numbers thing to work. Look, say Meko Theatre show na nipa 20 peti hona. Like I said, about 1,500 people, and then you have 20 paid people seated there.
But wait, is it wrong for me? For taxes, there, yes, you must pay tax.
Yeah, you must.
But what I'm so concerned about is the fact that, for example, VGMAs, there are a lot of complimentary tickets, right? I'm just asking.
There are. I don't think there are a lot of
them. Yeah, there are complimentary tickets.
You said you don't think there are a lot of them?
A lot.
Yeah.
What? So in the case where the place is packed, then GIO will come and say, yeah, we watched it on TV or we were there and we saw the whole place was packed. Sarkodia was on stage. Stoneboy was on stage.
And you know how they do it.
And so bring us X amount. Meanwhile, you didn't make a quarter of that amount they're requesting for.
They don't even look at, and they sit with you at the gate.
Okay.
They don't care. One person enter, they mark.
That's it.
They mark. Three, they mark. Even sometimes they count the tickets. The one that you
right. The one that's torn.
Yes, they keep all those and then they just count it and they bulk it all together and then they charge you. My issue with that is that there are pay tickets and there are comp tickets, right? Even if you have to tax the gift, that whole gift tax thing has to work. Shouldn't that be a lesser percentage than it is for the one that actually paid 150 cents to come and see a show? I would think that would be like the logical thing to do, but I really don't know how they put together those numbers. But yes, I understand Obi more for a very listen.
And just so let's just break it down a little bit. Like, I'm doing an event. I gave a ticket to Fifi Coleman, and then I sold a ticket to Martinez. Now, these two individuals are coming to the event, but Fifi Coleman is coming in with a complimentary ticket. Martinez is coming in with a ticket that has been sold, like he purchased it. Now, the thing is, I'm supposed to give tax off the ticket that has been purchased to GRA. But GRA also says that the fact that I have given a gift to Fifi Coleman, the tax element has to be taken off it. Now, what that means is that even though I've given gifts, I have to find that money and pay. Do you get it? So that's where the conversation is at. But I think that I also followed the conversation that happened on Joy, and then the rep that came said, "Oh, if these are things that the community is not too comfortable with, we could come together as a group and channel the information to their authorities, and then they could look into it." You know, because the conversation was maybe some of these things for the company, the young people, upcoming businesses, or people who are putting in the effort to start their own projects. For as long as these things are heavy, there's a need for some of these things to be looked into. So once you channel that particular information, hopefully they should be able to look into it. But that was the last I remember of the conversation.
Let me read something from George Quay. Hey. George Quay says, "Master, this tax matter. Even if they will use the taxes they take from us to invest in our industry, name the one thing that all the taxes we've paid, from music concerts to theatre to comedy to other events, Charlie. See how the National Theatre is struggling. State House Banquet Hall has been shut down since 2017. Conference Center served needs Jesus." That's going to be correct, guy. "No single auditorium has seen a facelift. So what happens to all the taxes we pay? If you won't make it flexible for us, at least use it to develop our space. I rent the National Theatre and still have to spend extra to rent air conditioning. Chairs are broken, meaning even if I get a full house, my audience will be upset because some will have to stand. I have to spend extra to make the toilets look good. If we want to stretch it, we may have to spend more on perimeter lighting, standby generator, etc. I pay all this and still pay taxes, and you won't use the taxes to help fix the venue. Like how, Charlie?" Abo. George Quay. Okay. Martinez.
Yes, I get OB's point. For me, I think it cuts across, not just the comedians, but every event organizer. You know, they really go through a lot. If you've not organized one before, you might not relate, or you might not understand. They really go through. So if you are looking at the numbers in the auditorium to charge accordingly, then it might be a mistake. But I don't blame them. Probably they don't have much understanding about the whole thing. So I agree with what Robert said. I think that's the solution for now, that stakeholders of the creative industry should collectively present a petition to Commissioner General of the GRA in this regard. I mean, that's the way to go. Because once the petition is presented, they might be able to get what we are talking about, understand how the work is done, or how we function, in order for them to know how they strategize things. Because if things goes this way, a lot of event organizers might break down. I remember Night of 1,000 and 10 Laughs and the rest. You could tell how people loved that particular program, that event. It was solid. And clearly, you could feel that they were also going through a lot, putting up, you know, all these things together. The logistics, as he spoke about, even the human resources behind the stage, everything. And Fifi testified. I mean, George Quay's events, we went, I've forgotten the title, the current theater you
Detective
guys have.
Calls.
Detective Call. We spoke about the stage. So it tells you the amount that has gone into it. And a lot of people do this as event organizers based on passion, because it's something you want to do for people out there before you even think of profit. And so if these things or these conditions come in, sometimes it might help, it will break the system down, and that will affect everyone wholly. So the stakeholders, we should come together and present a petition so that we sit with them. I remember when the Gaming Commission also came up with those restrictions and all of that. The bottom line or the conclusion we had is the fact that we hardly sit with some of these people or these authorities and discuss the way out, but rather we rant more on social media, and it ends there. So we should just make that move. Who knows?
I mean, Fifi is about to organize the dilemma of a ghost. He's already accepted that and agreed that he's not going to break even.
No, because it's not. I'm not.
He knows he's not going to break even.
I'll be there. I'll make the noise will be made. The awareness. I feel like there's still awareness kind of training numbers in it, and also it's a charity. It's like a charity show. Let me even just put it like that in honor of Amata Edu. So I'm not really looking at this is like a profit. Even though I want to make it as big as I can make it. So what happens with that? With that done, I know for that I'm laying the tracks slowly to the point where I'm like, okay, 500 cities per head to come and see my show, and you would come because of the quality of show that I give you every time you come to my events.
So, but what it actually means is that, given all that you've mentioned, you are still going to pay GRA, the tax on all the tickets that are sold, and every ticket that you give to anybody there, you will have to come up the money from your own pocket and then give to them as well.
Hey.
That's what it means.
That's what it means.
Like Andy, if you walk in, he will pay tax on you walking in.
Yes. But I know Andy.
Why should it be?
There's no way that...
Because he said it's gift.
Yeah, there's no way that the security at the gate was like coming to my show. Andy shows up like, Andy, where? It's not going to happen. Andy's coming to my show. I know he's coming based on complimentary. It's like based on the friendship that we have. You're walking in, but I'm paying for you.
Yeah, so that's why they are saying there's a need for that particular conversation to be held. Then that's a reason, because imagine that all you've made is 100 cities. You put in 150 cities.
No, you give a reasonable amount.
You put
100 cities as a NIPA too. Yeah, so give a reasonable amount. Let's say you made 5,000 cities. Let's say.
No, in the first place, you are not making 5,000.
Yes.
No, let's say
you are not breaking even, so you are making a loss. So if you want something close to reality, then let's say you've lost 15,000 cities. Go ahead.
No. Let's say that's how much you've made at the gate. No, I mean let's explain it in lame terms.
Okay, you made 15,000 cities at the gate. Is that okay?
And okay, too much.
Okay, you made 5,000. You made 5,000 at the gate. That's okay.
So, 10,000.
Okay, you made 10,000.
10,000 at the gate. Then what?
So the 10,000 that you made at the gate, then you pay what is due GRA of that particular 10,000.
So let's say 50. So
let's say
so how much? I
think it's a total of 21% or something. I
think so.
Yeah. So you pay 21% out of that to GRA. Now, any other person that entered with a complimentary
or Andy, there are 500 people in the auditorium.
Good.
Okay. 500 people in the auditorium. 200 people bought tickets. Okay,
and 300
just came in their complimentary tickets. Now, what happens is that when they're taxing you, they're not taxing the 200 people. They're going to tax you based off of what? So the 50,000, the 10,000 at the gate, they are taking they're not even looking at. They're looking at the number of people that went into the auditorium, not even what you collected at the gate, not the money you got.
So if it's 200 tickets that you collected, even though you collected for 200, you are going to end up paying
for 500.
That's what the conversation is, and hence that's why I think the rep said there's a need for us to be able to have a conversation
around it.
So let's say I made 10,000 at the gate. GRA is taking what 2,000.
2,100.
2,100.
Yes.
So 2,100.
Mm-hmm. Assuming the 10,000 was for 200 people, okay, and then there's another 200 who came in for free.
For free.
So after paying the 2,100, you now pay another 2,100 for the other 200 people who came in for free.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah. So your own money, you have to use your own money.
Now you're paying like double.
So which means. Right now, if you are going to ask Andy Dusty to come in with a complimentary ticket,
you start thinking
about
it.
No, Andy come, but I beg you, as you come, you take your VAT, take the VAT come, because otherwise you go pay the VAT. So you come, but you give me the tax so that I give it to them.
So come and pay.
No tax. There's a tax.
What is just the tax?
So if the ticket,
so why must
if
you
the
give me
ticket is 100
complimentary
cedis and you come in for free but bring 21 cedis.
Charlie.
Yeah, but I like the fact that the lady mentioned there's a need for us to have a conversation.
Yeah. I mean, the conversation will help.
Dialogue there is necessary.
Yeah, it's
so
very important. It's very important. I think
dialogue.
they've called us before, but people didn't show up.
Because probably they don't know what they are doing.
Oh,
not
necessarily they don't. Sometimes,
we should forgive them.
We can.
Dialogue there is necessary, just to streamline things.
Listeners, this is where we end the show. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you. A big thank you to Betway. Betway is for the love of the game. Betway.
But what was that?
Because I'm showing you that nothing is on the paper. Whatever is there will be discussed. I'm the only person who can see what's here. So I'll discuss it tomorrow. Since the bearer of this news will be here tomorrow.
Within the whole week.
The whole week.
Including Friday.
I like that. So listeners, we'll have that conversation tomorrow. A big thank you to Betway. Betway, look, there's 10 million Ghana cedis worth of cash in prizes. And you must also win some because Charlie, this afternoon, I beg, enjoy lunch. All on Lunch Avenue. Lunch Avenue is the deal. Call 0558-502-206. And you make some good meals. You can even call and order and tell them what you want, and they will prepare it for you. All right, folks. Hey, husband material is coming live on DSTV, and it's on. Who will impress the ladies with their hearts? Hosted by the evergreen Akuma Mama Zimbi. Husband material is showing on Fridays on Aquaba Magic DSTV channel 150. Please don't miss it. Thank you to Franco Trading Enterprise, Ghana's leading mobile phone shop. Thank you to Vodafone. Thank you to EcoBank. Thank you to MTN. Thanks Awake Mineral Drinking Water. Top Rebel Clinic. Thanks to Access Bank. Thanks to you for listening. Same time tomorrow we shall meet again for yet another great edition of the program. Music Box with Mr. Black is coming up next. My name is Andy Dusty. Thanks to Nana Kwame Labi, Flying in my boy Arnold, and thanks to Martinez, Robert, Fifi, and to you for listening. We shall meet again same time tomorrow. But hey, wait. So this is a special dedication to our sweet mom. Today is mommy's birthday. Yeah. Today is mommy's birthday. Madam Doris Akosia Japan. Mama Doris Akosia Japan. Happy birthday to you. This is from us, your children. It's from me and Alfred to you. Mama Doris Akosia Japan. Wishing you a special happy birthday from us to you. Music Box is up next. Bye for now.
Knocking on my door. Sometimes it feel like I lose my mind. Yeah, a lot of messy, and no man can take away my joy. K.O. need you, K.O. need you. Yeah. As an African, I got a problem. Find a question, I'll solve them. I can't save me from Osama Mandem. Enjoyment now my national anthem. Money a jolly, the world don't come confused. Happiness season. Money a jolly, the world today break and share. Happiness season. Yeah, I do something Money, money, money. Hear you sing.
This is Hitz. 9 FM, the official